Hello, Attactioneers. Welcome to the Attack Action Podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Morrow, and me and my dog have matching belts.
And I'm your host, Colin Honigman, or you can call me Standor.
I'm your host, Blake Meier. And I didn't post anything about the spoilers because I saw it all during the leaks, brother.
And I'm Zane Johnson, and I'm taller than KO.
Let's go.
Whoa, cool.
Oh,
All right.
Fucking take that,
That's-
KO.
that's
you
interesting.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, should we unpack that one first? So, how did you, come to this conclusion as a regular-sized man versus a who-knows-sized brute?
Well, we sure know how tall KO is now, thanks to the spoiler article. KO stands in at 5'9". 210 though. 210. He's a running back.
Whoa.
Stocky guy. But
imagine if he had another arm, it'd be another 20 pounds, bro.
Or
Yeah.
they had to work out to compensate for only having one arm. Is it
I
their
don't-
strength or their weakness?
I don't
You know,
think that's how one arms work, but
we
So
also
with
have
two arms, he's like 220, like 230. How much do we think his arm weighs? Is the real question.
225.
here's my arm as a guide.
oh, yep, that's about the same. Scales. Well, that's cool. Interesting that they made KO 5'9".
Yeah.
That's
Very
a
interesting.
choice. Do you think they debated it in the office, or did James just go like, "Oh no, he's 5'9"?
I hope they didn't debate it because this is a weird conclusion to land on if many people were involved. I hope this was just one person kind of undershooting it.
It's definitely like most LSS decisions, I'm sure.
He's
I'm
shorter
sure it
than
was.
Pleiades. She's
Yeah.
5'10".
Pleiades at 5'10", 140. Hardly.
140.
How
Yeah,
tall
they
is
not-
Tough Nut?
What is
Yeah.
wrong with them? Do they not know how
Yeah,
bodies
Seems
work?
malnourished.
Yeah,
T-
she could be
Tough Nut is-
160.
Tough Nut is 9 feet, over 1,000 pounds, which the translations here are getting crazy.
His legs would be so much bigger than that.
Are these New Zealand numbers? Is that what's wrong here?
Do they have different pounds down there?
Yeah, or
And
like
feet?
a different.
Um,
Are they metric? They're probably metric. Everyone else.
They know about feet. Let me tell you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't know if this is a
and how
stupid thing
tall
to say.
are you then? Oh, wait, what's stupid? What's
I was surprised that in London they used miles. Is that a stupid thing? I assumed that they use metric.
I think UK does use miles weirdly.
Which I guess that's the origin of it, right? I just I don't know. Is New Zealand the same way? Are they also weird like us?
There's no way to know.
If we
so-
got invited to go
Let's
to New
speculate
Zealand,
wildly.
I'm sure we would know all this, but
Wait, so then
we
how
gotta
tall
wait for
is
the
Life?
10-year celebration.
That's the last person we
Take
need
a
to
guess.
know.
Take a
4 or
guess.
5. Oh, yeah.
3'8".
I'm gonna go
4'5".
5'2".
4'5".
4'5". Okay,
Yeah.
they went for it. Did they put his weight too?
110.
89 pounds.
110. Damn.
That's with the armor.
Man, this game is fantastical,
Wow.
dude. These numbers don't make any sense.
What a
In a real
fascinating choices they have made. Congratulations, Zane.
Yeah, wait. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Fuck.
Taylor called me average sized man.
No,
Take for that
I'm
what you will.
average. You fucking
Dude.
tall ass.
most of our
Motherfucker.
time is spent sitting down. Friend of the three of us, enemy to Blake, Patrick, and I always think he and me are the same height because we have the same ish length torso. And then he stands up and we walk out of armory, and I'm like, fuck, Patrick's 6'3". He's so tall. So that's the problem.
So it's not about you, Zane. It's about Taylor.
Yeah.
The tall man to judging pipeline. Shout out Scott.
Jesus.
The
Scott
application is put up really high,
Yeah.
so you can't see it unless you're tall enough.
He should have been a professional athlete with that physique.
It's not
All
He's
right,
a FAB
well-
judge.
Taylor, tell us why you and your dog wear the same belt. Is that what you said?
Yeah, totally. So I kind of needed a
That
new
was a-
belt, and I noticed that the Pigeon Tree, who I got it from, they do dog collars also in the same leather and with the same color hardware. So I was like, well, me and my dog should friggin' match, since it's just the two of us now. This would be awesome. And so we ordered a new belt and a dog collar. It's the same leather with the same color hardware, and so now we match.
Is
And it's
Pigeon
awesome.
Tree a name of a place, or that's what they're called?
That's the name of the, I don't know, leather worker,
Whoa, I never knew that.
belt maker.
You'll have to keep us posted on the patina on these things.
Yeah,
It's the-
totally.
The pants saver, because he saves your pants.
Yep, it's just Pigeon Tree is what it's called. Quality handmade leather and indigo goods out of Colorado.
Mm.
They make
There
cool
you
stuff.
go.
It's a great belt. It's got the quick release belt buckle.
I'm just
Great.
wondering why you haven't shown us the belt yet. Show us the belt, Taylor.
Okay, hold on.
Where's Hilda?
She's sleeping over there.
Is she?
She does
okay?
not have her collar on. Yeah, she's fine. She's just.
So you don't have the same belt, is what you're saying?
We do. It's the evening. I
Wow.
took it off of her.
Wow.
Oh, that's so
Here it
sweet.
is on the camera.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Belt
A
buckle.
raw leather look.
Yep, totally. There's a little pigeon. Says there's the pigeon made in USA.
Nice.
Quick release belt buckle, which is really fun. You just pull this little guy. Comes undone.
When you really got to go.
Yeah, when you or someone else really needs to get in there.
Sheesh.
Looking out for everybody on that one.
Let's go.
Let's go. So there you go. Some more visual stuff for our audio podcast.
Look,
Just you wait.
the YouTube has been loving it. Shout out to everyone who's been leaving some comments, enjoying the show, telling us where you came from, both geographically and how you found us. The origin stories are great. So yeah, come to the YouTube, but also listen on the podcast. They're both excellent ways to consume the Attack Action podcast.
That's correct.
But there's only one way to consume Andor, and that's on Disney Plus. And it might be one of the best shows that's ever been made. We just finished season 2. I don't know. That shit's incredible. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but
I've
I'm
not
like-
seen season 2.
You're waiting for it to be over so you can binge watch it?
yep.
You want to? I just don't want to give Disney my money, so
Whoa.
subscribe.
Well, just have Colin tell you everything that happens. And
I
then-
will right now. Go.
Open on a dark sky with a galaxy of lights, and then ominous
Text
music, and then it reveals the word Andor. And it's sick
Oh.
every single time that show starts. It's awesome. Zane looked like he was gonna back me up on it being a good show. I'm not sure.
I told my wife it's the best piece of Star Wars content ever.
Oh, yeah.
I think
season 1 was great.
easily that, but I think it's just
I mean, is
As far as
that
just-
like a widely believed thing, like over the classics? Like I'm not saying show. I'm saying like it's the best piece of Star Wars media.
I would
I'm
agree with you. I would agree with you.
I mean,
for
I
sure.
think Rogue One was excellent too. But yeah, I think Andor, they just like crushed it. Everything about it was good. Loved it. Very poignant in our modern times. A lot of things it's hitting on, and pretty sad, but well, well made, well written, great actors all around. It's fucking great. So if you haven't watched it, get in there. I'm just excited now that we've watched both seasons because we rewatched season 1. We finished season 2. Now we get to watch Rogue One and be sad all over again. It's gonna be sick.
I
know
I haven't finished I haven't sealed it up with Rogue One yet, but that's on the to-do list.
I know this is controversial, but it feels so correct. Rogue One, to me, bad movie.
What?
That makes perfect sense. That
The Force is with me.
Okay, so like the reason
The Force is with me.
Not only does Andor do all of the stuff you said, Colin, but it also has like a different tone and is a different Star Wars story. You know what I mean? Like it's totally different. And that was my expectation for Rogue One is like, oh, we're going to have an espionage movie, not just like a bunch of fucking silly shit with then a giant space battle at the end that like doesn't make sense, you know? Like, okay, so there's the Borg Gullis or whatever, like Saw Gerrera is like a serious character, but then is like super weird in this movie. And then the pilot guy gets his brain sucked by this memory sucking creature. And he literally says, he's like, and then you're going to go mad and not know anything. And then that guy's in the rest of the movie. And then he totally has a ton of his faculties right at the end for no reason to, shit like that happens. Jyn Erso shows up to the rebel fucking meeting and she has the most unimpassioned speech to a bunch of people who don't know her. And they're just like, oh my God, you're so correct. We're going to follow you now. And nobody from the back goes like, who are you? Like your dad is making the fucking Death Star. Why should we trust you? You just showed up. Cassian Andor shows up on his ship wearing one jacket, doing his lines, takes his jacket off, puts it on the hanger, takes a puffy vest, puts that on for some reason, and then goes and flies his plane or his spaceship.
Did you write like a master's thesis on this? Like, what the fuck
and he lands,
is wrong with you?
Takes his vest off, puts that jacket on to go outside. I'm like, what?
The costume changes were bad.
He's a man of culture and he has a flying jacket. Like, what's your problem?
A flying vest. I don't know. It just seemed so weird that was
seatbelt goes right over that area. You need a little extra padding.
A choice. They don't wear seatbelts. A choice they made twice. Twice in the movie. They were like, this is important. We need to show it twice. All right.
Dude, I don't remember any of this. So
you triggered me. When you watch it, you're going to be like, "Oh, you're right."
Honestly, how do we trigger you more? I like this a lot. This energy is very fun.
You don't want,
because usually this is me, and I don't get to watch this because I have to be the person doing it.
Mine is 25 minutes shorter though, so
I haven't seen Andor because I gave my time to the other Star Wars ones that were bad and said I will never watch another Star Wars thing after I watch the first episode of Obi-Wan. So apparently I should have let a fifth TV series should have lended them my ears and eyes, because we for sure this is the good one, we promise, Blake. And it's like it is people I care about like it right here. You should do it, but it's like I've watched so much bad Star Wars that I don't know if the best Star Wars of all time is even worth it at this point. Because like, what are they going to do with it? It goes straight to a story that ends instead of you can't build upon it or whatever.
Yeah, stories should end. That's a good thing.
Totally. I agree, Blake, with that little point. It's one of the reasons I think you really liked the new Mad Max movie, Furiosa.
Yeah, I liked it more than everybody else did.
And that was one of my gripes, was there was a lack of tension because we know how it ends. You know what I mean? whereas Andor somehow subverts that. And in that final, in season 1, that like final episode, like I got chills and felt like I was gonna cry. You know?
I do know.
Yep.
Good.
I think
So,
the thing about Andor is that like you could easily just take out the Star Wars references and it would still just be like an excellent thing. It's like it's just a setting and it's just a framework for like a story about, you know, evil government and people who seek power versus people who, you know, oppose those people. And it's just really good. It's just stories about people. You know, it's like there's no Jedi's fucking in it. You know, I think they say "May the Force be with you" one time, and even that, like, which like even when they did that, I was kind of like, you really didn't need to say that. But, we'll give it to you, Benjamin Pratt.
That's like somebody saying "bless you" on your way out of an armory. You're like,
yeah. But yeah, no,
I think religious.
I think it is definitely like if you've never seen any Star Wars, you'd be like, this is just a fucking great show about, you know, these
and then
people.
you'd be like, "Whoa, is all of Star Wars like this?" And then be like, "Ah, man."
I will also shout out, if you haven't seen it either, is Skeleton Crew, which is kind of like a Goonies kids show, Star Wars show that was fucking good. It was just like a group of kids lost in the galaxy, and it was very fun. So, anyways.
Hell yeah.
I have not watched that one. Can't vouch for it, but
it's really good. It's just fun. It's like not good the way Andor is good. It's just good, classic adventure fun.
Blake, what's going on with you? What have you watched?
Well, we were going to talk about this. It's like, which movies have I watched recently? What I did do instead was I rewatched Friendship last night because my roommate hadn't seen it. And my roommate's one of the biggest Tim Robinson fans, where it's like, how did you not watch this? And he was like, this movie's amazing. And I was like, yeah, we've known this all summer long. You waited till summer's over. This could have been the summer of saying all these jokes over and over again. Just as funny the second time. There's some laughs where it's like it was so much funnier with a group of people, where it's like, I think comedies and horror movies are the ones you got to go see in person, which is why I was like, you guys got to go see Weapons on the big screen, which, spoiler alert, somebody did. But it was really fun to watch. But for my tagline at the beginning of this, I was like, there was a brute dump today because it was Tough Nut Day. And it was like, here's a
for those who celebrate.
I'm Christian. I'm sorry, I don't.
Here's a cool brew card, and it was like, this is when I should post about this, but all of my thoughts and feelings have been dissipated over the last 5 or 6 days instead of are right now. I do want to say I did post a comment on Twitter that was basically like, can we overhaul the spoiler system? And my favorite day of spoilers was the leak day, if I have to be honest, because people were so excited that day, and it was just a zip zap zop of like, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? And the drip feed of 1.5 per 36 hours, that's one every 12 hours, is like 24. Is not my favorite, and I do wish they would change it up a bit. And like I had more fun that day than I did Tough Nut Day. And like I think it kind of sucks because everybody's like, think of the content creators. And like last year, in January, our Hunted thing was messed up by a day, and it kind of sucks. But like it was like, oh, we still had people watch, and it was fun making the video. So like I don't know if it's a cataclysmic, oh no. Obviously we don't want the leaks to take over the spoilers, but I think spoiler season can be overhauled to where it's like more fun for everyone. Of like, what if it was just all one day? I just boom, here's 100 videos to go watch. Maybe not 100, 56. Like here's 56, and like all this comes out, and oh my goodness, and you have 2 weeks before you go to Montreal, because there's still some stuff like. Somebody was like, oh, we don't know how any of these heroes work, and Montreal's this weekend. I'm like, Yeah, I know. I don't like that. And they're on their way to Montreal, and they're like, does anybody not like this? And it's like, that's kind of been true for a couple, I think maybe 1 or 2 of the last 3 times we've done this. But that was supposed to be my intro thing, and I kind of went into FAB, but it was
classic. Well, you know, I don't know. I feel like spoiler season has changed a lot, and it never has gotten to the levels of the early days for me.
Yeah,
Monarch
maybe-
Tales of Aria.
Monarch.
Oof.
Yeah, like those were so hype. I feel like they did such a good job at like trickling. I think the problem now is like they do these things where they spoil stuff like months in advance, like, and everyone's already like, oh yeah, we know all the heroes. Like, you know, they spoiled every single hero like months ago, and you're just kind of like, okay. I feel like that's like one of the biggest things. So to like have that already known is just kind of like, oh, then it's just like cards coming out, and then I mean, I don't know. It just it doesn't hit, you know, and I didn't even know it was a leak. I just saw things online. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess they're just opening boxes, like, because I didn't know when spoiler season actually started. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if just dumping them all in one go is like the way
that's
to
not my
do it. But
that's not my official idea either, though. I'm just saying that would be something different that kind of happened here, where like instead of being like, are you a warrior player? Are you excited for your Bolton card? Here it is. Like that's gonna happen on
And then you're like,
Thursday.
no, I'm not excited.
But like when it's dumped with 30 other cards, it's like now my mind's in Bolton mindset. Oh, that is kind of good.
I liked that they were doing all the expansion slot cards, and then they stopped, and I was like, why are we stopping? Like, just do one of. There's apparently a million of these. Let's just do one every day leading up to spoiler season. Like, that would be great.
And I don't know if I said this 2 weeks ago, but if you are releasing a video for FAB TCG, you're the mothership, and you're in a spoiler. There's less than a month before the new set comes out. You should not be releasing a video, no matter what it is, without a spoiler card attached to it. And go, while we're here, here's the new blank. I don't care if it's a rare or a common from the new set. Like, here's our new blank, and the 4 weeks of Majin Bay doing the weekly spoiler card at the end of that. Now let me leave you with this new spoiler card. There should never be, if this is the month leading up to Super Slam, we need to be hyping up Super Slam at every time. Or what's the point of these videos? These point of these videos are, here's what happened in Copenhagen. I don't care what's happening a month from now. Like, it's a recap of the community, yes, but what's on the horizon? Maybe not 2 months ago, maybe not 3 months ago, but they didn't do that for Valda either. They weren't like, here's a Valda spoiler. And like, I think there's just some expectations that if you don't spoil a bunch, I think Mastery Pack Guardian's going to change my life. And then there's like one card from it that you're going to need. And then the rest are like, not your favorite. And now that's like, maybe it's not a switcheroo. That's a card now. But like, I know you guys want to sell product, but like, let's get as much information to the people as possible.
You heard it here. Blake is for the people.
Another shot of whiskey. I'm feeling kind of tipsy.
Oh, careful. We don't want to get this taken down.
Zane, what did you say in your intro?
We already did mine.
Taylor, what'd you say? Oh, you did the bell. Okay, we're done with intros, I feel like.
Blake wrapped us up and, you know, rolled us right into news updates and goings-ons.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Wait, was there a banned and restricted announcement?
Yes, there totally was. Stuff got banned and unbanned. I'm glad you're hearing it on our podcast for the first time. Thank you for knowing where all of the hard-hitting news is. Golden Tipples, banned. Germinate, unbanned. Plume of Evergrowth, banned. Bonds of Agony, banned. Dirge,
Talk big game.
banned.
Human rights banned.
Fun and plain brute banned.
Come on, we can. Okay, Talk a Big Game clearly was going to be too. It was going to be too much.
I promise you. There's. I don't know if. Well, let's go for it. So, the design is interesting to me. Talk a Big Game banned, but new card for Lyeth is Talk a Big Game where 3 mites always happens, and I think it's a vigor token. So like I could see how this could get out of hand because Lyeth could play both of these, and it's like.
I don't think that's the card. That's the problem.
Make that shit brute then. If it's Guardian that's gonna bust it, make it available for brute still.
It's just I mean, it's clear that if you can quad intimidate super easy with 3 cards, your 4th card could be Talk a Big Game, and then you could do the math, and then you know how much it's going to come in for, and then if those come in quick succession, it gets worse. You know what I mean?
So, thought process for that got hand weight. Not you. It's not just you, Taylor. That got hand weighed very quickly. Of you could easily do this. Quad Intimidate is very hard to do. I'm going to be taking a shitload of damage, and it's going to have a social deduction thing. If I do a Bully Tactics with an Agility token, you have an option to go, I'm not going to block Bully Tactics because I'm going to save my 4th card to try and mess with the counter of Talk a Big Game. And I think you have a 3 block. But that could be a block card that blocks 4 or a D-React that blocks 4. If I'm off my math by 1 and get super greedy, my Talk a Big Game thing completely blows up. And I think that was what we were all excited to do of, okay, count the equipment, do that. Do I do -1 or do I do that exact number? Because those are those thought process. All of us were excited to do that. I think all of us are the brute contingency. We're excited to do that since heavy hitters. There was never a consistent way to play Talk a Big Game unless it was, I'm trying to fight against Syndra aggro. I know Syndra's not going to block. What's a number I can say with Talk a Big Game that will force her to block at least some? And that's something where I just saw that is good. We never got to Talk a Big Game user, and that's something I'm excited about. So there's that one, and then the other one is Plume of Evergrowth. We lost Plume of Evergrowth because there's a 6 damage Earth spell. And for me, it's just wondering about the idea of designing cards of you're going to get a brand new tool in Super Slam, but you lose a tool that you were excited to combo with it. And you're like, oh, well, what was the point? I'd rather have Plume and not a 6 damage Earth spell.
I don't think Plume was because of the Earth spell. I think Verdance was really good, especially with the other bands. Like it getting rampant is like insane.
It makes it so consistent. You have 6 spells instead of 3 spells now, and the flexibility. Then you need part of that combo in hand, part of it in the graveyard, and it doesn't really matter which one. You know,
I mean, you convert a blue for 10 arcane damage, roughly, right? Like that's crazy on your helmet. Like, and they're hitting the decks that are good into Verdance. So like, I think Verdance kind of would have ran wild if they left Plume.
And then Blake, so you think Talk a Big Game would have been fine, is what you're saying? Would you?
I'm saying
if it's going to be broken, right? Let's just say it is, and you're okay with that happening, right? Is that what you're saying?
So my thought process, to be honest with you, was you did the whole. All you got to do is quad intimidate, and then you count it, and it's going to be. And then you can do it again. You could Talk a Big Game next turn, and use all the might tokens, and then it just stacks upon stacks. And I think that's very hard to do. If I quad intimidate, my opponent gets their full hand to swing back, so they're going to be doing a lot of damage to me. There's so much disruption in this game that having that in a row snowball. I was excited to try and fit through that window of the Indiana Jones get right under there. I don't think it would happen 3 times a game. I don't think it would happen. Sometimes it'd be 2 times a game. Like, when's the last time someone blood rushed against you 3 times if you're playing a deck with disruption and damage? Like, I don't think a Slippy has played against a Reinar that blood rushed them 3 times in 6 months at this point. And like, you don't play very many Reinhardt, but like, what I'm actually trying to say is the other combos that did exist in the game were more consistent than Taka Big Game for Quad Intimidate. So I'm not sure why some of these old LL'd combos, tried and true things, were good to be played with for 6 months, and we can't even play Taka Big Game for maybe emergency ban right before Worlds, or heaven forbids. Last year it was Dio gets to have this shit for this big tournament, but then we ban it right after. And Dio made it to top 4, I think, of Worlds because it had high octane, but we know it's too good. Like, why does Dio get high octane at the highest level, but we don't even do Taka Big Game for ProQuest season? It's like, how is that?
Would you make the same argument for Needle in Classic Constructed, that we should have been able to play with it first and then they ban it?
I think what's interesting is I have to go, like, that's the other one where a lot of people were mad and a lot of people were practicing it and thought they were going to be super all-stars, and it was super strong. I will say, if they had gotten 2 weeks out of it, would everyone had sold their collection and been like, LSS is so stupid? Or would they have gone like, okay, we got it out of our system. That is too strong. We were aware of this the whole time. Congrats on those people that went to that tournament and won that gold foil. You're the ones who got it. Now it's banned.
Have you ever also been in a game where it's slow enough, which is not happening, but could happen at some point, where Victor gets to go, he like pitch stacks his visit the Goldmane Estates and does those like back to back to back, basically? Have you ever had that happen?
I have not had a game go to pitch stack in Flesh and Blood in probably 6 months.
Totally.
So
if you had, you would know that it sucks ass.
Right.
You know, like that they
pitch stack,
you know,
like, I think banning things because of pitch stack ability when we have some of the heroes we have in this game is kind of crazy.
It's not because of pitch stack ability, though, in this case. Like,
okay, why is Taka Big Game banned then?
Confidence tokens. Like, it's not Quad Intimidate, in my opinion. It's confidence tokens.
Zane, remind the listeners at home what confidence tokens do.
When they break on your turn, your opponent can only block with 2 cards. Functionally. And that includes, like, equipment. So, like, if you, I'm not saying that
Guardian
makes it
shit too. Like, that's
it's Guardian.
I'm not aware. Yeah, like,
it's Guardian. Yeah.
And also
everything for everyone.
Also, Guardian's been bad for a while. Like, why not? Oh crap! This is way stronger than we thought.
Victor just won the Battle Hardened, and Jarl won the Gigaba. So,
clear in this meta that will not exist in 3 days. Like, okay, gotcha. In this very short meta, those heroes were good. I get it. I get it.
But I mean, if we're also gonna think that Pallades is going to be the
gravy of Slam,
yeah, or the star, you know, the whatever. What was it before? What's the set right before? I don't know.
Junted.
I don't know. Anyway, they get it. Aurora, right? Aurora got the Armory deck, clearly super good, etc. Pallades is getting the Armory deck in the new set. Is clearly going to be the one that's very, very good, right? If we make that too good, we're already mad when it's good. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, if Zane's correct and it is confidence tokens, which it seems like it probably is also, then that's just too much, you know? And I would rather it not be too much. Then get a chance.
I think I'm just a little bit like, why they bully me? Because of the cards that got banned before a new set comes out, that one could be excited and buy holos, extended arts of those cards. I bought extended arts of Taco Band game because I was so excited to play them with the new hero, Reviled KO. And that is $60 I'll never get back. And that is not a precedent that I should have been aware about.
Put an LL.
The only other time this has happened is Berserk, which is another brute time where the brute would be too strong. And it's like, I don't think after 6 years of being around, I don't think the thought process of brute would be too strong would be something that needs to be clipped right now. Like we need brute to be strong. They are clearly 9th out of 10th place. I think there's 11 now. 11 classes? 12 if we count pirate. They're clearly like 11th out of 12th place on the list of classes. Like brute being too strong is not something we got to make sure doesn't happen. Like let's have our 6 months and then I'll shut the fuck up finally after all this time.
What happens, Blake, if brute is very good after the set again?
Great. I will play as much FAB as I possibly can if Reviled KO is very good. If it's Tough Nut, good luck. I don't think we have to worry about Reinar being good until November. I don't know why they waited and put a paywall for that one instead of just had it in the set. And I think KO will be extremely strong, to be honest, but I don't like playing KO, so that'll be another crossroad for me.
The original KO, you mean?
Yeah.
Armed and dangerous. Well, let's pivot this into kind of the, tiny meta we have here. We had Battle Hardened Manila, biggest Battle Hardened ever. And we had the Golden Gate Battleground number 2 happen this weekend. Didn't we have another thing? Did something happen in Munich? Battle Hardened in Munich?
Yeah, there was a Munich and there was Chicago.
In Chicago.
Didn't Assassin win that one?
No. Brody won on Fang.
Oh, well, who won Munich then?
Florian. It was a Florian mirror.
God, I'm so pissed that Florian's back, to be honest. Florian's eating my lunch right now. Like, why is he back? He has 700 points. They're like, oh, he's going to LL too soon. We got to change how everything works. Germinate's back. It's like, Florian's going to be gone by December now. And everyone's going to be like, well, that was a fun 2 months.
I don't know if it's so much that Germinate is back. I think it's a symptom. This is my theory because I saw firsthand at the Golden Gate, the Gigaba, as we call it here on the Attack Action podcast, that it was a very aggressive meta because Gravy gets hit, right? So now some more decks are like, oh, well, if people bring that, I'm just going to freaking blast them. We had a bunch of Syndra, we had a bunch of Fangs, and just fast decks in general. We had Florian at that tournament, but it didn't convert like it did in the other ones. And it really is just like if you forecasted that aggro was going to be up and that then you had to play a kind of slower control deck to battle that, then the next level is what beats that, right? And that's like definitely Florian with Germinate does allow you to like have a bigger end game that gets over like anybody trying to take you like to third cycle or anything like that, So my point being is I think it's just good metagaming, not because Germinate just makes that deck so much stronger and playable. Thoughts on that, Zane or Colin? Haven't heard from Colin. He's a Standor.
I don't know anything about Florian or Germinate.
Nice.
I mean, it's a huge consistency piece for Florian, so it's certainly a bump. But I also think, like, your point is correct that the metagame got friendlier for him, and he got his card back. Which again, like 90% of Florian games, Germinate is not resolved, but it's still an Earth Blue 3-block.
Yep.
So like it's very good. And Florian will probably LL relatively fast, honestly.
I don't think Florian's making it to January, and I
We'll
don't understand. We changed the numbers, and Florian is probably the one who it saves, and then we go, here's Germinate back just in case, and I think that would be a tipping point for a lot of people to play that deck. And I think it's one of those, like, you have 80 cards to sideboard. Do you have enough to put in the cards to beat Florian? If you don't, you lose to Florian. And you're just like, I hope I don't play Florian. And if you do, you're like, oh, I'm screwed. Because the other decks are more like, the stuff that I put in to go against Florian isn't the same stuff I go into against Gravy, and it's also not the same stuff I go in against Acilio. Which one am I going to go for?
Not enough sideboard space.
I mean, isn't that where the game is at generally? Like,
and it's just like, is Florian an amazing pick then, or is it just you're hoping your opponent doesn't have the stuff? And like, are you a better player, or you rock paper scissors their sideboard correctly? Is like welcome
Florian,
to FAB 2025 fall season.
I mean, he blocks well. He can be built aggressively, so he gives you options, and the game doesn't end fast because he has armor. Like Florian's cool. Like I get why people want to play him. He's not just power level. Like he has interesting, deck decisions and game decisions. Like sometimes it is just block and play felling, but that's everyone has that. Sometimes that you don't win the game by blocking and playing felling. It's just a tempo play. So I don't know. I think it's well positioned for Florian right now. Maybe we'll see Verdance kind of pop up to counter him. Who knows? Like it's a young meta. We're gonna get Super Slam to change it up.
Yeah.
I think the Germinate unban is optimistic. Like I think it is very good, but I don't think it makes him like the best deck or anything.
No. Also agreed. It just it's a good meta game pick, which I have come to terms with that I am bad at doing. Like doing that step in logic of like, if this happens, then people are going to choose this. So then I could pick this, right? Like I'm just really bad at that. I'm good at other stuff in the game, but metagaming is hard for me. Gigaba report. The Gigaba was great. It was we were in Vacaville this time, and it was an aggressive meta, and the real breakout was Fatigue Jarl. You can see that deck at work on stream. I think it's on Twitch. Can't remember where. You could track it down, message me if you want to see it. But our boy Rob, who made the finals last time, took it down this time on Fatigue Jarl. He said in like round 3, he was like, yeah, Everbloom Life is a broken card and it should be banned because I just play it and I go get the other copy I have of it, and I basically have infinite life, and I, can keep cards in my deck. And that's what he did. His just game plan was just like swing hammer, get those cards back, play to get you in second cycle, pitch stack his Oaken Olds with his fuses, and then smoke you. And then if you're still alive, remembrance those Oaken Olds back in and do it again. It was fucking sweet. Shout out to Rob. It was awesome.
Nice. Oaken Old sucks. I hate that card. That's probably top 5 most annoying cards to play against.
Another Tales of Aria product. The goated set.
I think it's like a well-balanced card. I think the tricky thing is Crumble. I think Crumble makes it a little too easy. Like I think Oakenold was very hard to cast for Oldhim.
And now you have 4 cards that 1 card fuse it.
Now you have 4 dual fuses, that's kind of Oakenold's fault, I guess, but it's more just like they were pretty liberal with the dual fusers. But yeah, Fatigue Jarl, real deck. It's good. I don't think Everbloom's broken, but I know what he's saying. Like it works the same way in Verdance, where you can get infinite Waning Moons for 2. If they're on AB1, you can like always just be poking one over.
I mean,
but yeah,
so
more.
Rob probably had like maybe 15 cards. Shin maybe had 20, 22, and Rob was sitting at 35 life. You know,
that's disgusting. I did watch that game. It was disgusting.
It was crazy. You know,
I mean, Guardian has always like had a favorable Dawnblade Dory matchup.
Totally. Yeah, it was like not the matchup for Shin, but just in general, it's pretty egregious. And it's cool. I think it was cool. I was like, cool. I had no clue that this was going to be a thing that was going to be viable, you know, and he did it. He went undefeated through the whole freaking tournament and smoked everybody's ass.
It popped up the previous weekend in I forget the event. He lost
Pablo's list, Copenhagen.
Pablo, and then there was like Jason Rolfe, I think his name is. Yeah. Top 8'd with it. Their lists were slightly different, but yeah. So we've seen some Fatigue Jarl, you know, percolating up, but I think it's a very real deck. I think it's good.
Yeah. If you haven't been to a Gigaba, you got to go. It's tons of fun. I got bullied because I brought Marionette instead of Huntsman, and I will never make that mistake again. Your tactics worked.
Official?
Yeah.
You're never playing Marionette again?
Well, no, not at a Gigaba.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. So I didn't do great, which is fine. It was a weird meta. I was trying some shit out.
What were you trying out?
Well, you don't have bonds anymore in Marionette, and so I was like, okay, well then what's like the next best thing we have? And we have daggers that can be like really consistent, and it's a lot harder to block 8 on a dagger or 5, you know, so you kind of subvert defense reactions and stuff. And I was like, okay, well let's just play the game on daggers here. Rather than on stealth cards, and see how that goes. And it was like, it worked a bit, you know. I had some bad matchups. Like I had to play Florian, and I had to play Syndra, and I had to play Fatigue Ira, which I was like unsure. I wish I was a local sometimes, because it was like, oh yeah, I played Fatigue Ira, and they were like, oh yeah, they always play Fatigue, and I was like, well, I didn't know that. So I don't know if it changes anything when I go dagger for 1 and he goes red fiddler's green on my dagger, and I'm just like, ooh, I've lost this game now. Played out Warmongers, and I'm like, I now have super lost this game because I can't go dagger pump dagger now. Okay, great. So those 3 matchups are pretty hard, and I would need so many reps on those 2 things in a meta that doesn't really matter. So anyway, it was fine. It was fine.
That kind of has a question pop up in my head for you guys of like, Ira is a deck, but I play a hero that beats Ira 85% of the time. If you guys follow your stuff, you're gonna beat Ira. But there's decks that I lose to 85% of the time. But I don't like losing to Ira because it doesn't feel like my opponent is beating me. Like there's a couple new players in my area, and they are driving Ira so hard because the disruption cards are doing so much work, the Kodachis are doing so much work, the defense reactions are doing so much work. Of it is just value 3 times to your value of maybe 1 time. And playing a deck that cancels all that out and just goes and like they lose so badly, but it still takes 45 minutes, but they don't have a win condition against the hero I'm playing, is such a relief. Who's that? I Verdance will not lose to Ira. Like, too bad, so sad. But Verdance has some matchups that I've been frustrated about. But as soon as I would switch heroes and then losing to Ira is back on the menu, I think that's worse, where it's like, I'd rather just learn my 15%. Does that pop into y'all's head at all? I never said the question. Like, do you ever just pick a hero because you're like, I don't want to lose to this meta darling because it annoys the hell out of me when I lose to them?
I felt very strongly about that with Briar. Like I was like, I will play what beats Briar, and that's kind of how I started in Ranger. I mean, I gravitated towards Ranger, but then I was like Ice Lexi. Even before she got any of the good tools, like was good into Briar. Like at the first Nationals, whatever 2021 or whatever that was. But I think I haven't had a hero that really brings that out as much. I didn't like losing to Dromai, but there wasn't much you could do about that unless you wanted to play Fi. Dromai just beat everything.
I hate losing to Syndra. I absolutely hate it. I hate that they're attacking me a million times, that they have all of this damage that just fucking gets through. They can just like put defense reactions in their deck.
Their defense reactions are so good in that deck. It's so annoying.
It's just so annoying. You're just like, fuck, okay, you take the first one, then you block the second one, then they flick, so that means you really have to block the fucking third one, and then they just play something, then, whatever dragon where it's like a 1 for fucking 7 with 2 damage that just comes through, and you're just like, fuck me, I guess. I have 1 card now. Send a 0 for 4, and they're like, yeah, no blocks. And they just do it over and over, and you just die in like 10 turns, Or then they just have fucking whatever it is that discounts everything. And it's just so dumb. And you're just like, oh, great. I'm supposed to play 1 of Gravekeeping in this matchup to get a dagger. That's not going to happen, LSS. Yeah. So anyway, that's the deck I hate losing to, because I'm like, I guess I could just slam 15 cards in my deck that just stop this. But that seems like toxic masculinity, and I don't want to do that.
You should go talk to your neighbor about how to overcome this.
Yeah, totally. Maybe I'll talk with. Oh, go ahead, Zane.
I was just gonna say I was playing new back kind of as Syndra was ascending, and that was fun. If you hated losing to Syndra, just play some new. There, you're gonna have a bad time.
I feel like Colin picked up Kano to kill Dorinthia, right? Back in
the day. It wasn't in response to Dorinthia. No, she was just my mortal enemy, anyways. I don't think I've ever picked. The only time I've tried to like pick a deck to be like, oh, I'm tired of losing, was like playing Chain in a Monarch meta, and I didn't have fun and I didn't do very well, so I just went back to playing Prism because that was more fun. Otherwise I just prefer to like lose and then just inwardly tell myself that I'm bad at this game because I lost to a bad matchup that I can't win.
Okay, wait, my brain totally blocked one out that I had forgotten about.
As it should. That's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah. My brain totally I could do that, yeah. Blocked out Starvo. But yeah, I played the Scaletta Viscerai deck with unmovables that was very good into Starvo.
How did that work for the people at home that maybe
I do that too?
I remember. You just block and play Read the Runes, play Reduce the Rune Chant, and then you break your Scaletta and use Sonata for 20. It's great.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That was the move. I can remember my last Starvo meta. I played Chain. There were 4 cards in their graveyard, and it was Crippling Crush, Crippling Crush, Crippling Crush, and Oakenold, and I died.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Skeleton deck was great until they did exactly that, which seemed to happen a lot. They're just, Starvo, activate, boom. Yeah,
that's not counting the 4 hammer swings they did.
Yeah, they're just like, great, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's just those cards with +1 dominate.
I do remember like any rune chance.
PQ events where like somebody would be like over your shoulder watching your game like on turn 3, and you're like, "Oh, did you get the buy?" They're like, "No, they just Starbuff used 4 times in a row and the game ended." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So we don't have that in the game now, which is great. Anyway,
Unless you're going to play at Worlds, and then you'll have to play against it.
No Crown of Seeds. No Crown of Seeds. It's a whole different thing.
Huge. Coming up October 4th is SonomaCon, which there will be a Sonoma Battle Hardened. Everybody should go.
Wait, say that again.
October 4th, SonomaCon, Sonoma Battle Hardened. Coming up. Everybody should be going. I'll be playing Arachne Huntsman. I'm calling my shot right now. We got Hunter in there. It's gonna be great.
Are you gonna write the wrong one on your deck sheet and then get a game loss?
No, because they're. Do you think they would give me a game loss if I forgot the question mark if it had to be in by hand? I mean,
I think there is technically rules about like you can write E strike. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to write it exactly, but
really. I know on February I tested out to see if I could search Enlightened Strike with just E strike and it came up, which was sick.
Yeah, there's some goofy ways you can search for stuff on February.
Yeah. So anyway.
And then sometimes there's not, and it just doesn't find the card you're looking for.
Should we do the main topic?
Let's do it. It's been an hour.
Perfect time.
It's the perfect time.
It's
Colin,
time.
set it up. Standor, set it up for us.
Here we go. Allow me, if you will, to paint a picture of the year 2035. Flesh and Blood is the #1 trading card game in the world. The bubble never burst. And everybody has been dying. Actually, no, we don't want to go that far in the future because I don't know who they'll be. Anyways, it's next summer, and they're all of that same stuff has happened, and we've decided to make a Flesh and Blood movie. Let's go. We're gonna live write a movie and then cast it right now. That's what we're doing.
Another shot of whiskey. I'm kind of tipsy.
There's a visual component to this too, so feel free to have listened to the first hour and then come back with
re-listen to that hour. Memorize it,
and then watch it. And then watch it from here.
Just watch a minute and then pause, and then leave, and then come back and watch another minute, and then that'll turn into like 100 views for us. So just go do that. That'll be great.
Also, like and subscribe, please. We still don't have 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, no.
DM Armada has 25,000. Some of you probably watch his stuff and our stuff and aren't subbed to us. And we could use a few of those subs. DM Armada, if you're watching this, sub to our channel, bro.
Wow.
I think he does already.
That'd be great.
Another shot.
Thank you. And thank you. Also, get your butts in the Discord before we move on to this movie magic we're about to make. Get your tookuses in there. We've got a couple new patrons. They're fucking crushing it. The old patrons are fucking crushing it. You probably at home are a crusher, and you need to join Dr. Crusher and all of our other patrons. That's right. We have Dr. Crusher in the Discord. You need to get in there. Okay? We need this. You need this. It's going to be really fun. Freaking people are talking about doing chorizo in a dish for the first time and cooked part of the plastic in there.
Jesus.
Which we could tell it was your first time, you know?
That happens, you know.
An understandable mistake.
Most sausage has a casing that is cookable, but chorizo,
nope.
No.
Petroleum product.
You know, it's just a faster way to get the plastics in me to solidify, you know, just lubricate my arteries so that the blood keeps going, you know, like,
yeah,
that's how we're going to do it.
That's how oil works in an engine, and that's a petroleum product.
Yeah, exactly.
Untitled Flesh and Blood movie project. Here we are.
Let's go.
Well, let's go ahead and make a title real quick. Should we just call it Go Again?
That could be the subtitle, right?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Colon and go.
Wait,
again.
or it's got to be like the sequel, right? The Go Again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you're
the
right.
sequel. Okay, yeah, the sequel would be
subheader.
Go Again.
Yeah.
Dominate, colon, dominate.
Well, I mean, we have to. Are we settling on a main character? We have to, kind of.
Oh yeah, we're
Set the
just waiting.
stage.
For
I mean,
him to
okay,
type a little
so
more.
there's like a couple ways you could go about this. You could go the MCU route and like give everybody their own individual movie, and then have them all come together for like a fucking super good time. But I don't know if that format works anymore. I feel like it's been done and hasn't been proven to work again after that.
Look, I just recently rewatched the first Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s. Banger. That's a banger movie. Okay. I recommend you go watch that again. That's what I would like to pitch is just we're picking our favorite characters to encapsulate this game, and we'll have some cornball moments where they say their tagline, they do their kick thing, and the Mortal Kombat music plays at opportune times to get you fucking pumped up.
That's another option.
That's my vote if I'm in this writer's room.
Flesh and Blood movie. There's also a different option where you try to go like the Andor route and try to like tell
Flesh and Blood movie
story about these characters, man. All right, so I don't know. And Blake was just
Flesh and Blood movie.
Blake's just writing the song for the credits already, so we've got that. We've got that.
So basically, in these movies, we've seen some movies that have worked for these types of stuff. We've seen some movies that haven't worked. I think
name two movies that have worked.
Well, I don't think they'll make another one, but the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out last year was actually very good.
Great.
Where I was like, oh, I would use that as just copy that movie one for one and change all the names and have Prism show up halfway through it. That's one that I think worked. I think Harry Potter was a movie that worked back in the day. I don't know if
they made 7 of those.
Yeah, I don't know if
8 of those.
I'm trying to do the thought process of the young protagonist that comes into the world just like the audience is coming into this world. But do we have a young protagonist that isn't somebody that people would know, where they could meet Oldham and Prism could give them a lesson in a book and save them with spectral shields? Or is it something where we find our Ryu or something like that, where it's like a nameless dude like Katsu the Wanderer? Like who's more exciting to follow, Katsu the Wanderer or self-insert character that needs to do everything, or someone like fan favorite Aurora, but she showed up so late in year 5. Don't say seasons. So that's all what you got to kind of think about when you're thinking about making a movie, is your main characters kind of up there.
Okay, this is a question then is, thank you, right?
This is amazing. Colin, you should do this for your job.
He put the protagonist, the good guys of Mortal Kombat, they're up here on the screen. So good.
What a cast.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
All right.
A Belgium guy as a Asian deity was pretty great. Okay.
He's the
This would be my question.
Who do you fucking respect?
What?
I said he's the Highlander. Pay him some fucking respect.
Oh, sorry.
True.
No disrespect. I'm disrespecting the casting choices there. He's great in this movie. He has some comedic bits that kind of land. Who is the main character in Flesh and Blood? Or is that a fluid thing?
I think there's like 3 options, and Zane probably knows 2 of them, and I'll fill in the third one after Zane gets it right.
Well, I think your first answer has to be Prism. Like that's just like what they've demonstrated as she's kind of the symbol of the game in their mind. At least from the San Diego Comic-Con booth and everything. And then for a second answer, I would say Dorinthia, maybe. I'm curious what your third one is, or if those were not your 2.
Prism and Dorinthia are 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Third one's Reinar, baby. Yay!
I was gonna say Reinhardt's gotta be in there.
He's like into this world that doesn't understand him, and he feels powerless, even though he's 10 feet taller than everybody, and it's just all of his cards aren't showing up.
Blake, I think Reinhardt gives you that perspective of the outsider who's coming into this other world and like learning all about what's going on there. And I think there's a lot of like cool shit you could do there, and then we can also finally frame Solana as the evil empire that it is. Stormtrooping, marching ass people who are just, colonizing the rest of Wraith.
Can I send you another photo to put up, or should I just tell you which one would it be? You remember that Bright movie on Netflix?
Yeah. That's great.
Will Smith, and because it's like, how are you gonna put Reinar on screen and not be like, this is not good optics? And they were like, we'll have Will Smith, and then who's the other guy's name? Joel Edgerton will put a bunch of makeup on.
The other thing I could also postulate, since Blake's just going to throw his favorite character out there, we could start in the pits with Azuri and the assassins, and kind of we're touching lightly here, as here's the world, the underground characters that are there who are touching kind of everything else, right? We have some drama going in Volcor. We probably have some drama going in Solana, right? That could be our point where we jump off to then see the other parts of the world. First, we think it's about, slums and thieves and assassins, but really what's happening is they're just little pawns in this greater political land grab that is happening elsewhere, right? So we do the politics, old switcheroo on them. This movie was one thing, and now it's something completely different.
I like that thought process of, and then you got to think of some iconic lines we could say, and Uzuri could be like, how am I going to assassinate an illusion?
And of course, Arachne will be silent. So that's an iconic.
Played by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, some great stage actor too.
I feel like the X-Men movies from the 00s could be another touch point here.
Those were pretty bad, but also good.
It's hard. I have nostalgia tinted glasses for those because I was like, hell yeah.
X2, the opening scene of X2 is probably still goated. Like fucking Nightcrawler blipping through the fucking White House to assassinate the president. Fucking so good.
Just kidding. So with these 5, if we started here and built outwards, I think that could be a cast that we do for the first movie of like, if you have.
Right, but if you're in Solana, you gotta have Bolton. You can't not have Bolton.
I mean, this seems like this is going to be a branching path, right? Because the 3 on the left right now are so far removed from the pits.
Are they though, Zane? Are they?
Yes.
Right?
Who's the bad guys?
Are they supplying the toxic sludge that keeps raining down in the pits? Probably are. That's where they're putting their waste. So I don't know how they cannot be connected right now, Zane.
You're spoiling how the story goes, but from how the story begins, they certainly cannot just
Prism
be on
poops
the same...
on the pits?
Yeah, she does. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Zane. I got triggered.
Well, I'm picturing the story you're describing, Taylor, is basically the beginning of Arcane, where like you start in the Undercity and then you get exposed to a little bit more, and then you get some politics of the Overcity.
Yeah, but isn't the pits underneath metrics?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's literally, yeah. We would,
So
of course,
now you're
change
just
this
rewriting
because
the history of the whole world.
Well, no,
They've done
And the
that
geography,
before.
Taylor.
They've done that before.
I mean, Solana can be influencing the whole realm.
That's true. They could be demanding or like, producing all of their wealth from the labor of metrics that's pushing down the people in the pits to really get all of
There we
that.
go.
It's like
They're funding the mining projects happening in metrics for their technology and breakthroughs. Said that weird, but it's all right.
And by technology, we mean just the swords that Solana wants because they're a bunch of dum-dums with armor and not guns and computers.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I do think the pits players, I mean, they could be in there. They get around. They're not just in the pits.
I mean, Arachne
literally killed the fucking emperor, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna do the pits, though, do we? Those aren't the only two people in the pits. We got Azalea and Riptide down there too.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, how are we gonna cast Riptide?
Fucking Tom Hardy. What are you talking about? Tom Hardy could be every single character in this movie.
So, have you ever seen The Nutty Professor? This is Tom Hardy's Nutty Professor.
Oh, where he plays everybody like Eddie Murphy does. Are we missing a storyline that's in where Candle hold with the Earth heroes?
I feel like that one's such like a different movie.
Yeah, the Arya stuff. Arya stuff is to the side for now. That's
one idea I had, and we're gonna have to like pick something and then just start casting this. But one idea I had was,
I got all night, bro. Don't worry.
You make this about Rhinar.
Love that.
But he's trying to save his like cousin, brother, family member KO, who's been abducted by the fucking deathmatch arena people.
Yeah.
So he ventures out of his, home to find him and bring him back.
Yep.
And like,
what happens when the savage comes to you?
And they all think they're dumb savages, but they're actually just like, a people living, they're just the native fucking population of the savage lands that are living their lives, and these motherfucking people are coming in here trying to, exploit.
Well, then if we're going to the pits, then we clearly need, the deathmatch arena, we need Lyeth, Victor Goldmane, Kasai. We need like the whole crew, you know?
Which is like a good crew.
Some of these, they're gonna be cameos, right? Some of these, like the Goldmanes will be in the corner, and they'll be like, "Is this Game of Thrones?" And then we'll be like, "Yeah, it is. Don't worry." Shh.
Well, and as the Olympia podcast, of course, we'll have Olympia.
Yeah, Olympia.
I like that we have all the warriors too. Like that's a good like. The warriors may not be great for the game, but it's great for like putting any kind of movie magic. All the warriors we can do. We don't have to do the CGI of all the ice and like earth and lightning stuff. We can just have it be all combat.
Also, just double checking, because there's a million storylines here in Flesh and Blood. Are we missing out on the Phi Rising Rebellion Uprising that's happening in Volk.
That's like the 4th movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really. This really is a segment we could just keep doing and making different movies with different people.
Okay, good.
I would almost say Tough Nut kind of muddies the water, and we wouldn't want Tough Nut unless it's just to sell teddy bears.
No, Tough Nut has a cameo and is just like the one everybody loves because he's like a bumbling idiot who's also
he's like
huge.
trying to protect KO while he's in the deathmatch arena, trying to get his bearings,
And then,
dude, what am I doing? I've committed the cardinal sin of forgetting about fucking Betsy. God damn it.
Who's really our number 2 in the movie, I really think, right? Like, is best friends with KO.
Yeah, she's got to be good friends with KO.
Is lovers with Reinar.
This poor lady's going to have to kiss Reinar.
Whoa. Gets to kiss Reinar.
Wow. I'm learning a lot how to use this
vice
program.
versa. Vice versa.
What is this program for everybody at home?
Oh, this is Figma. It's the program that was too good to sell to Adobe.
Figma of War.
So for everybody at home, Colin has taken from a infinite row of heroes and placed all of the heroes we've been talking about in a bit of a grid with arrows connecting which heroes are connected and is grouping them visually for us to be able to kind of talk through the main points here of the story. I do think
them importantly.
Yeah, I think we got a great start to the story. I think we do need to figure out who shall be playing each of these cast members.
All right, let's do it. I do think there is something where like Reinar gets the help of the Pits people to get KO. Like,
love that.
I feel like there's something fun there. And then this ragtag group of fucking deathmatch arena people are all like, either for or against it. Anyways, yes, we need to start picking some people.
Okay. You want to start upper left, work our way across? Where do you want to start? Down low?
I mean, we need our star, right? Like who?
Let's do everybody that's like not a monster first, because like monster characters are going to be some inspired decisions. We got to sell the movie. I think for all the people that work in entertainment, you need your stars. All right.
That's true.
We can't.
So we're going to put Scarlett Johansson as Prism.
I pitched this earlier to the guys and before we started recording. I think and I just got to say this, there's a world where this is all shot in Canada and everybody cast in this to save money is unknown Canadian actors who are excellent and become some of your favorite actors where you're like, these people are super great. I love everything they're doing. Never heard of them, but they're all Canadian.
There's a way that this is shot in Sam O'Byrne's backyard with people that they know from UCLA. Like, I think you're shooting too high already.
Right.
Like
they all have Scottish accents.
Some of these people, some of these franchises even didn't get a movie till 25 years in. Like the Dungeons and Dragon movie, I know it happened twice or whatever, but that's been around.
Magic the Gathering still doesn't have a movie.
That's true.
Well, they don't have real characters, do they?
I don't know.
Like
Anyways,
Spider-Man.
here we go. Okay, so do we need like a leading ladies? Is that or we need a leading
let's
man?
do the top left crew first. They're pretty important. Are they going to be pitched in a bad light at all, or are these heroic people for the whole movie?
Oof.
I think it's like starts looking heroic and then something more nefarious.
I think Bolton is a good guy.
Yeah.
He's
the one
Doristy and Prism.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure how you feel about him.
There's a level of like the evil characters that you understand, right? You know what I mean? You're like, I don't like you, but I get why you're making these bad decisions that make me not root for you.
Yes.
You know, those are the best type of villainous characters. Let's start with Bolton. Who do we want for Bolton here?
how old is Bolton in our movie? Is he older than 30 or younger than 30?
Older than 30. I think his art is kind of a little older than 30, right? He's got like a beard. He's got a dead wife.
He's grizzled.
He's graying a little bit. He's got a scar.
Okay, Colin, I think you just laser your one in there, and we all agree with it.
Dude, we're going with Idris Elba, baby. Why not?
And then if anybody's following along on audio, Colin has a plethora of headshots of actors also here that he's now lining up with the cast, the character this cast member will be playing. Idris Elba as Bolton.
Would Idris Elba do this movie? Well, he did that one Stephen King movie. So that's a nerdy movie that nobody watched.
He would love to do this. He's also done Pacific Rim. He loves sci-fi fantasy.
Dude, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm open to other people too. I think I just like Idris Elba. I was always hoping he'd be James Bond, but then they waited too long to make him James Bond. So,
have you heard of this one guy named? Let me say the right one.
Oh, what's his face from that Christopher Nolan movie with
Tenet?
Yeah. What about him?
Well, I was going to say somebody else.
John David Washington. Yeah, John David Washington would be good.
Yeah.
He was another one I thought of.
There's a rising star that was in Alien. What was the alien from last year called?
Covenant? No.
No, it was
yes. No.
Yes.
Romulus. So he was in Romulus, and he's in this new movie coming out next week called The Long Walk or whatever. His name is David Johnson, Jonnsson. This is if it was young Bolton and young Dory and young whatever.
I feel like he's too young.
Okay.
Oh no, well, it says he's 32. He just looks young.
He does look very young.
I like when not everybody has to be in the origin story. Shit can have happened to people that they vaguely reference, and we just fill that in, you know?
That's true. I mean, his wife might still be alive in this movie. Maybe it's before, you know?
No. That's like
I kind of think the Idris Elba like older angle is pretty sweet.
Okay, yeah. Zane's decided. Let's get rid of all these other people out of here and just do Idris Elba.
Because we don't want everyone to be the same age, right? They're kind of depicted as the same age on cards.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, Dorinthia.
So is Florence Pugh going to be Dorinthia or Prism? Which one?
Okay, wait.
No.
Did you guys watch Rings of Power?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Galadriel from that is literally Dorinthia.
Yeah.
Like
Done.
Through and through.
I thought I had Florence Pugh. All right, what? Okay, I gotta look her up.
Morfydd Clark is her name.
We're gonna have somebody named Morfydd?
Well, she's Scandinavian, dude.
She's like literally the perfect Dorinthia.
It's crazy that she was the first thing that showed up when I typed M.
They're like, "Are you making a movie
about flesh and blood?"
Let's help you.
I mean, look at this fucking shit right here.
She's like wearing the armor. Yeah. Like she wears spring tunic in the show. Like it's crazy. It's like.
Did nobody watch?
I remember watching this and being like pausing it and being like, "This is a flesh and blood card," and then like showing, who I was watching it with, like, see, and they're like, "Oh yeah." So there you go. Boom.
Has anyone talked to Morfydd recently? Does she want to play more roles like this, or is she tired of it?
I'm sure she would love to.
Dude, this is their job, you know? Like, they're just like, yeah, I'll go pretend to be someone for like 3 weeks and get paid a bunch of money. Why not?
Prism.
Okay, I've got a couple. Like, is this a joke? She needs to be good, right?
Like a good actor or like a good person?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Now we're just saying stuff.
That's interesting. I do have Emily Blunt down here somewhere.
Oh, thank you.
I think she's young, right? She's got to be like around 25.
Yeah, I think Prism should be young.
Wow.
Huh.
Ageist against Emily Blunt.
Yeah, dude.
I had
Emily
I had her put on the side for something else, so it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Well, let's put her over
I mean,
here.
it's not an explicit comment on Emily Blunt. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm
She
just
should be.
kidding.
She should be young.
I mean, I think Florence Pugh is a good cat. She kind of looks
Florence Pugh with glasses, like
too short, in my opinion. Too short.
Do you think Prism is tall?
I do.
She has
I
a
do.
I think she kind of is tall, actually.
long body.
She has tall person vibes, dude. Look at her.
What does that even mean? That's something a tall person would say.
Look, me and Zane are the same height here, bro.
Okay, other thought process. The person that's in all the Zelda stuff, Hunter Schafer, as Prism.
I don't know who that is.
Little elfy, little maybe too elfy. Strong elf.
Especially when I
aesthetic.
put this picture in here.
not terrible, but
could be good though. Could be good.
And then you just say Sydney Sweeney and get like, if we're gonna sell the movie.
No,
no
thank you.
shot. No shot.
Yeah, not for me.
She's from Prestige Television. Like,
could you do a Brit Lauer? Is that?
I think so. She's she could have glasses.
Britt Lauer's that's a
Wear a wig?
Dorinthia main in my mind for sure. But
No.
you
Really?
guys have somebody in armor over there, so I was like, oh shit.
I'm okay with that. I could be okay with either of these. I don't feel strongly about the character of Prism very much, so
I did have when we brought up Britt Lauer, I was like, oh man, is that our Dash?
Yeah, she does make a good dash.
Yeah, we can't confuse people with mechanologists. They're gonna be like, how are we in the fantasy world and there's people on computers?
Explain it to me.
Dude, we don't know either. There's tanks and then there's people with sticks.
But that's what maybe some people will love. They'll be like, this universe doesn't give a fuck.
I wish more movies made less sense. This is awesome.
Totally. You know, that's what they did with Game of Thrones. They're like, oh, sick.
There's an ice
Everybody's
dragon, and we just
fucking their
teleported.
relatives. That's cool. This show doesn't give a shit.
If we're honest, they would just cast Sydney Sweeney in this just to sell tickets, I feel like.
Nope.
No way. Not Prism. There's like no shot.
Maybe as Kasai.
I mean, like, I don't know. You could do Dory, but
Nah. No, we've got it. We got it. We're good. We got to move on.
We're doing
who's our
this
Prism?
person who I don't know who she is.
Same. Don't know who that is either. It's a great choice.
We gotta put more effort into you just don't like Prism.
We have Prism has to be done.
Let me type in blonde Hollywood women.
Why not? I guess
Amanda Seyfried or Dakota Fanning.
Ooh. Amanda Seyfried.
Or if you want to get crazy, Chloe Grace Moretz, but she's done a lot of stuff already.
Also too short.
Oh my god. You and this shortness stuff.
Dude, do you want to have to set up the cameras to make our heroes look taller than everybody? Or should we save a little elbow grease here and just cast someone taller?
Yeah, I think Amanda Seyfried, Dakota Fanning, and Chloe Grace Moretz is what I got from that.
I could do either Amanda or a Fanning.
Ooh, Chloe Grace Moretz is pretty good.
She's not tall enough, Colin. He's seen her in person.
Dude, I don't know.
Blake, you're not tall enough also. There.
I think Amanda Seyfried.
Thank you, Zane, for just being a normal person here.
Yeah,
So,
I think
Blake. Take the Blake. Is that take the black? Is that what it is?
Take the bait.
Oh, gotcha. Oh man, they look exactly the same in these photos right here. Look at this.
Yeah, I think this is actually great.
Put a monocle on her.
She's not a friend. She's a safe friend.
Oh, perfect.
Colin, you should do this for a job. This is amazing.
It's the other eye, though, isn't it?
This is fine.
There you go. Boom. Done. This is also this is kind of
It's weird looking.
a bit of a Harley Quinn situation is what it feels like. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, done. Okay.
Let's do the Warriors next or the Pit next.
The pits.
Let's go across to the pit. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Riptide. Let's start with Riptide.
You want to start with Riptide? Okay.
Tom Hardy. Done.
I mean, are we gonna blow that Tom Hardy?
I think we
wad
can
that early?
because this is why I'm gonna say it, because he's gonna do a voice, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good voice. You know?
I've got the
bubbles in my butt.
And he's gonna be good at like being a man doing his assassin job by himself, mumbling to himself, like we know Riptide kind of
pulling
does.
up an anchor from the pits.
Yeah, you've been doing it. I mean, it's a good job I've done over here. You know, that sort of thing. He's going to do great. And he's totally down to wear this makeup and costume that he's got to have, you know?
Well, he did Venom. He loves it.
He's going to do great.
Yeah, this will be better than Venom, too. So it's going to be great.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Azalea.
This is the hardest choice.
I feel like
Hollywood actresses. Real quick.
This is what I had thoughts. It was, I think it was like an Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt situation.
So Anne Hathaway crossed my mind, but she's a little too friendly looking.
What about Lena Headey?
Lena Headey is also a good choice.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, not opposed. Yeah,
there's also that Brie girl, Allison Brie.
Ooh,
I think is a face match for her a lot.
I can't picture who that is.
She's from Community.
Mm-hmm.
Again, too friendly.
Oh, okay. I've never played
Lena's
Azalea. I don't know this.
Lena's a little scary. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie Dread? She's crazy in Dread.
I mean, what if? Okay.
Yeah.
Kelly McDonald. She's kind of a powerhouse.
I literally thought that was Azalea.
She could do it for sure. Then, or are we just making?
What is she in? Is she in Ender?
She's in Boardwalk Empire. I mean, she plays Rowena Ravenclaw in Harry Potter. She's a therapist in Department Q. She's very sassy in that.
It's his favorite.
I'm leaning Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that. We got the budget for Lena. So.
Yeah, totally. That's a good pick. It's a good pick. Can be shitty to you.
Wow, this pit is looking crazy already.
This pit is very British already. Boom. All right. Arachne, Taylor, it's your time to shine.
Tom Hardy again.
I mean, it's a non-speaking part, so it has to be someone who can make the mask talk. I guess I don't know. That Hugo
Jim Carrey
Weaving did a great job.
Jim Carrey great in a mask.
V for Vendetta, but I don't think he's our guy for Arachne. We could maybe just get a stunt person to do this since there are no speaking parts.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
which means you got to get the #1 stunt guy.
What if it's Alan Tudyk doing a funny voice?
There's 8 of me in here because spiders have 8 legs.
That would make me upset.
Right? Okay. Sorry.
I could not then handle it.
No, who's the guy that plays Gollum?
Could be.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
This is where we got to start, and then you go down from Andy Serkis. He's done every single non-speaking character in the last 20 years. That's been good.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
He can do the body puppetry.
Yeah. Can you show us how Arachne walks,
Taylor? Who's that guy who's in all the Guillermo del Toro movies who does his like faceless monster? What is that actor's name? I should know this. He's a bit too tall and skinny, but I guess maybe we can hunch him with the cloak.
Arachne is notably skinny.
That's true.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I do. I'll put some effort into it. Sorry. Monster actor Guillermo.
All right. Well, you tell me that.
His name is Doug Jones.
Fucking Doug. What kind of fucking regular ass name is
He's
that?
65 years old. He's an actor contortionist / mime artist.
Oh.
Does he have a back hump? Be perfect for Arachne.
He's been married to Lori since 1984. The old back humps. Set a ball and chain.
All right, Uzuri. Oof.
All right, this is important casting.
Yeah, this one's big.
Yeah, it's a good role. She's the leader.
I think we can't get who we thought we were for this is like a secondary character, right?
I mean, but
I
she
think
could steal the show and have a spinoff, you know, like
totally, or like in other film, like I view the Pitts crew as the through line in every film, right? So they're always there, but they're second tier characters. You know what I mean?
How old is Uzuri?
She doesn't look that old.
Because I got a couple ideas.
I think I had.
But one of them's too old. So it's either Keke Palmer or Zendaya, or I was gonna do Regina Jones.
This is tough. Those are all good.
Yeah.
Or somebody who would do a movie like this. How old is Rosario Dawson right now? She's 46. That's a little old.
Yeah. You know who would do it is what's her name? From
Zoe
Guardians. Guardians.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
No, she won an Oscar. She's too big for this now.
Dude, she's been in every kind of movie like this, though.
Oh man, she
It's
would be a
true.
good Azuri.
Is that Zoe Kravitz?
No, that's
No.
Zoe Saldana.
No, who's the one that you're over right now on the
right?
far right?
Oh, that's Adria Arjona from Andor.
I don't know her yet.
She's in Andor. You haven't watched it yet. She's good.
I like Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer has not done a role like this yet.
Exactly. We get them for cheap, and they're gonna crush it.
Dude, I don't think Keke Palmer's cheap.
Keke,
Yeah,
we
I
need
think-
you for 2 days.
I think there's a hole in that theory.
She's very popular.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
good.
if we get all the other people, she's gonna want to work with them. So, you know,
She's
this is
been
an
dying to
ensemble.
work with Tom Hardy. That's true.
Yeah.
And first time director James White.
Blake, I thought you were directing this.
I'm so busy these days. I don't think
Okay, yeah.
I mean, Keke Palmer, it could be interesting. She brings some like humor to it. I don't
So
know.
Lucy Liu in the Kill Bill is the closest thing I think we got to Uzuri as like her character Oren Ishii. So it's like I think I'd kind of be like, Keke, have you seen Kill Bill? We want you to be like an Oren Ishii type character for this.
Well, I think there's also a level of
I don't think Uzuri's like a samurai though. She's like
No, she's just the boss. Like I
Yeah.
think that's important. Of like all these other people behind her are scary as hell, but they're all afraid of Uzuri.
I also see these Pitts characters, this crew, as being the buddy part of the movie, right? Where they're serious, but then they have a joke that gets cracked, right? So there has to be a bit of humor over here, as well.
Oh, pit crew. Yeah, something like that. Or our life is the pits.
I mean, maybe not that corny, but something like that. There's gonna have to be some humor over here because these are the buddies, right?
Somebody
These are
smells
our-
bad, but it's not Riptide. It's actually Azalea.
Yeah, these are our
you know who
4
could have
best
been
friends.
Azalea is Kristen Milotti.
Oh, wow.
Or she honestly, we could cast her in anything.
Run that by Zane real quick. Or maybe we got another girl.
I'm actually open to that.
Or she could be Pleiades.
We do got to move on.
Or Kasai.
We got 6 more to go. We got to get over there.
That's true.
And we still have Betsy, which the fate of the world hangs in the balance here with these 3 central characters.
Let's do the warriors in the bottom left first, so we can have the main characters be the ends. See if we land it.
Okay, Kasai. I definitely think.
Let's get somebody from your list because there were some good people.
I feel like Anna de Armas could be.
Ooh, we're just
Kasai's tall. Kasai's tall.
Dude, you guys got to get over this short thing. Like,
that's what we've been telling people for years, and it never.
They don't have.
I've been seeing that on dating apps since 1835, bro.
They don't have to be the same size. We can cast whoever we want.
I like the person you just moved.
Kristen Milotti. Yeah, she's good.
Kasai-ish or no?
I don't know if she's Kasai-ish. Also, you're like so far from your microphone. It's crazy.
I don't know if she's like Kasai-ish or not. Sorry. I'm just getting really into it. I'm putting my face down here. And that's not working. Anna de Armas is interesting. What about the girl from... Who are those people? Emily Blunt. I was literally, what are we doing with her? Because I think she's in the movie, but we gotta make a part for her.
Dagan Lockman? Yeah, I don't know. She could, I don't know.
Could she not be Kasai? Why not?
She's not Kasai.
Damn, I was gonna say Kasai, and then Zane is just...
Why not?
I didn't know Zane had seen so many movies where the heights matter and...
I don't know. I feel strongly about Kasai.
All right, then who do you got?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to come up with.
Okay. So I guess we got to come back for that one then.
Okay, who's our bulkiest dude for Olympia that we got on our list?
Dude, Carl Urban. What if we did like a Carl Urban Olympia?
Or John Cena, because he can ham it up because he's used to being a wrestler. John Cena.
Huh? I kind of like Carl Urban more.
It's because you haven't seen this Mortal Kombat movie yet.
Dude, but I've seen Dread, and that movie fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, it's up to Zane to do the tiebreaker, I guess.
Also, could just cast Keanu in every single role and be fine.
Keanu gets to be the Emperor of Volcor who dies, and he has one line,
Dude,
my dog.
Fuck you.
Hey, that's an important role. Jesus.
Carl Urban is our Olympia.
Although I did hate that when they put freaking Trinity from the Matrix in that one Star Wars show and killed her in the first fucking 40 seconds of the show.
Which one was that? So I don't watch that one.
Oh, it's the one I thought was going to be good about...
the Acolyte?
Yeah. Evil and good Jedi women or whatever,
Yeah. All right, Victor Goldmain. That could be John Cena.
How old is Victor, do we think? Is he a
hard
man? Is he a Dacker Montgomery?
It's harder.
That guy screams Victor to me.
That's true. It also could be a Butler. What's his first name? Guy who played Elvis.
Oh, Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. And it's also hard for Victor Goldmain to be detached in my brain from the actor who plays Jaime Lannister,
I think that's by design, yeah. I think that's a face match.
I feel like he could he could do the kind of like. I also just don't like Austin Butler, but I guess that's probably a good thing for this role.
All right, I have our Kasai. It's in the Discord. You can copy from there.
In the Discord. Oh,
I also
so
I'm enjoying this like slightly not all young cast. So maybe I'm going a little too old with my Kasai, but
Wow, what a pick! He said, "This lady hasn't done anything since Game of Thrones, and we're gonna change that right the f now."
That's right. I literally was like, I want the girl from Game of Thrones. I'm thinking of
woman.
yeah, the Hilarious Sand.
The lady.
well, what's her name? Indira.
It's in
Okay.
Indira Varma.
I think it's like Indira Varma or something.
Oh yeah, I think that is right. That sounds right.
That is a great
Yeah.
Kasai.
That's a great
Kasai.
Kasai.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's great job.
Saying you should do this.
Are we just recasting Game of Thrones here?
Well, I mean, I'm trying not to.
I
So
could
far,
be
we've
happy
got-
with either of these picks. I do lean Austin Butler a bit more, but
Yeah, I agree. I think he can like.
I don't think
play
he
up.
has the body for it though.
okay.
It's all
Maybe
armor.
Maybe you
dude.
haven't
It's all-
seen a new Austin Butler film in a while. Okay.
I've seen at least one movie, and he's
You've
a
seen
skinny
all of them?
dude.
Big Austin Butler guy.
I've actually only seen the Bike Riders.
Look, it's all armor, man.
and I only saw that because it's Tom Hardy, baby.
Dude, that movie's so good. Jodie Comer crushes.
I'm just gonna
Crushes
say
that.
it's Dacker Montgomery. I think Austin Butler is boring.
Thank
Alright.
God. Let's
Alright.
appeal to the male gaze instead of the female gaze when it comes
Yeah,
to
dude.
Victor.
Look at those eyes.
He's so hot.
He could do it. He was so good as like the older brother in Stranger Things. Like that was like basically a Victor Goldman character. Like,
True.
You're right. You're right.
kind of a
You're right.
douche that
You're
was
right.
super into
Yeah.
himself. Like
Yeah.
he could do it, and you'd like him doing it too. Like you'd be like, I still kind of like him, even though he's a douche.
Can we do Pallades? I feel like
We could do Pilates. Yeah.
this is a big one. Could we? Okay, there's a couple of these. well,
That
it's
could be
actually-
Anna de Armas.
I think
she's not tall enough,
we literally know Pleiades is 5'10". All right.
dude. I don't care how
Daisy
tall they said he
Ridley!
is on a little
Look,
website.
I think there's a level of a couple of these characters we maybe should try to get professional athletes. Now for Pallades, we could go
Cameron
with-
Brink.
Exactly. Thank you. With
Too tall.
WM
Too tall.
Jesus Christ.
Cameron Brink would be freaking awesome as Pallades. I think we can go with the
Because
Brink.
why we're doing this is the Street Fighter cast is insane. Because some of those people should never be in. Like, there's a comedian as Dan, which makes sense because Dan is the joke character. But are they going to make him get a whole bunch more muscles? And then there's a couple wrestlers in there where you're like, okay, but there's also a country music guy as Vega where you're like, just because he has a mask as a country music singer, you made him be the Vega mask guy is crazy. Like,
I just think Cameron Brink already has like a podcast and a YouTube channel and is charming and probably wants to get into movies, lives in LA.
should be a spark for our production.
Okay. Pretty good.
We can cast athletes now. That opens up so many things.
Oh, I have my Betsy pick already. I'm ready to go.
I have my Reinhardt pick, and then I have my Reinhardt backup, and then I have my Reinhardt backup. Because I know you guys are going to hate all of them.
This is fine. I don't have strong feelings about Pleiades. I think it could have been more interesting, but that's fine.
What,
Tall
that is
blonde
interesting.
woman.
This is our first professional athlete.
Yep.
Do you know any people that are
Jesus.
good at
Has this been
singing?
going on too long, Colin? Are you getting upset?
No.
Why wasn't it Lady Gaga?
Too
Okay,
short,
wait.
Blake. It's too short.
For Elias,
Wait.
Oh,
gotta
I'm sorry.
be-
They're not 9 feet tall. They can't play tough nut.
I stand by everything I said.
Tough Nut is Pedro Pascal. It's getting in here somewhere.
I thought that was going to be our John Cena.
Oh.
But Pedro's so hot right now.
Well, then we should have cast him as Arachne.
No, I'm ruining some jokes already. We'll get there in a second.
He already did a show where they didn't show his face the entire time.
Oh, that's true. But we know he can do it. That's why,
That would have been the joke.
Okay, Tough Nut or Liath? Which one are we doing?
Either one. Okay, Liath, not
Mads
to just
Mikkelsen.
typecast.
Mads
He's too
Mikkelsen.
tall.
No,
That's
Mads
pretty good.
Mikkelsen would be
Perfect
sweet for
height
this.
too.
I thought Peter Dinklage could do Liath. It would be really funny.
How old is Liath?
Who cares?
Oh.
Peter Dinklage is
I mean,
timeless.
Sure, he would crush it, of course.
This is literally who Liath is based on because of his other character that he is, though.
Oh my god, is this just
Here we
Game
go.
of Thrones?
That's right.
Yeah, I
That's-
know.
See what I'm doing? See, you're doing it.
So when you do Mads Mikkelsen, it feels like we're a little bit like not smarter, but we're like trying to be different at least. Sort of like
And then
It could also be Andy Serkis.
he's
Ooh.
gonna say in the movie a Goldmane pays his debts, and then we're gonna be like, what?
They also have to have the same accent that whoever we cast Victor Goldmane as. So, we're
I'm not
getting
opposed to
dicey
Andy
here.
Serkis either, but I do think Mads would be fun.
Brothers Dacker Montgomery and Mads Mikkelsen. Okay,
Is it-
this is a rough draft, you guys.
Is it explicit that they're brothers? I actually wanted to ask this because, are they just related? Like, is it uncle?
I think it's up to you, Zane. You tell us.
I'm saying I don't think
Victor
it's
is
explicit
Liath's
in the
uncle.
lore.
I'm not part of the content creator group, so I don't get all that extra stuff. So I've just assumed brothers the whole time.
Yeah, I need an extra $5,000 to know if they're related or not.
John Cena as Tough Nut. Because he did the cameo in Barbie movie, so he'll be a cameo. You got this.
Totally. And he's a gigantic man. So
Very
that's
funny.
easy.
You'd be great in that. Okay, let's do it.
Time
Our
for some main characters.
fucking Betsy. All right.
Okay, I got it. We're going to do Chase Jackson. She's 2-time world shot put champ. And she's pretty entertaining. She is an entertaining athlete to watch. I think it would translate to the screen.
I just don't know who that is, so I can't get excited about it. Like, oh
I
my
know.
god, that's such a great pick. It's just
It's a great pick. She's fucking awesome.
Or
This is
Brock
what I
Lesnar's
thought.
daughter.
wait, where'd she go? I thought 80 Bryant. I thought she could be fucking hilarious as Betsy.
Betsy.
She would just I feel like she would rock it.
Put her on the list. We'll have people vote. We'll have an
Okay.
intricate Google vote thing, Survey Monkey sent out to everybody.
Yeah. And then we'll come back and re-record the episode.
As soon as somebody gets 50 votes, they're in the cast.
A lot of people are gonna tune out of this episode this deep, and then there's gonna be those people who are into it. You know what I mean? And have their opinions on it.
If you're still listening, let us know somehow. Send us
Which
a
is good because casting the brutes is going to be near impossible without offending somebody. So watch me go off the cliff in about 13 seconds. You guys
All right,
want to do Reinar first or KO first?
KO.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Reinar. LeBron James.
Done. Yes, done.
This
Wait,
is the
you're gonna
vehicle.
put the whole movie on
LeBron wants
James?
to act. He doesn't have to speak all the time. He has to be physically imposing, a leader that everyone can be like, what the hell? He's got a beard. We can work with that.
It's
He
just
was in-
also sick to have two LA sports figures in the same film. It's great. Love it.
The other one is Pedro Pascal
As Reinar or KO?
as Reinar of
No, LeBron is too good.
When that came to me about 35 minutes ago, I was like, I have to sit on this, and
it's too good.
When you hear it, it's just like, oh, we
Of
can
course.
make this movie now.
We can do it. Oh, that's great. Okay, Pedro Pascal could be the Emperor in Volcor who dies right away.
Oh, I like that.
All right. LeBron James is starring.
Is starring
as Reinar Reckless
God,
Rampage.
It's so good.
Which means,
you know who it could have
Wade.
Dwayne Wade is KO. No way. No.
All right. Who are you guys thinking for KO?
I had zero thoughts about this and was leaving it up to you.
Let's look at our characters over here. Robert Pants. Isn't this guy supposed to be short? Could Andrew Scott be this angry? Diego Luna. Oh, Dave Bautista.
He's huge.
Although, I mean, KO's pretty big. What is he, 220?
No, he's like 5'10" or 5'4" or something.
He's 5'9", 210. He's a running back.
So, literally, Andrew Scott is 5'8", and I know that from yesterday. So, Andrew Scott, and he's angrier, or who's a little bit to the left of Andrew Scott?
KO is a
little left of, yeah. Oh, Pattinson, maybe not.
Pattinson.
Maybe not.
KO has got to be is a very physical role. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel like Andrew Scott's just like a good actor, though.
Totally.
All right, what about the dude from Shogun who was just like unhinged in the whole show?
That's pretty good.
I don't know him. That sounds great.
That's actually not bad.
That's a great pick.
He was really good and just like kind of crazy the whole time.
Yeah, that would be great.
And he could probably teach LeBron a lot of things on set.
All right, Cosmo Jarvis. What a name.
A James Jarvis production. You don't think Keke Palmer would say yes if LeBron James was the main actor?
Dude, who would say no? You're like, okay, we're doing a movie, a fantasy action movie starring LeBron James.
Let's freaking go!
And Dacre Montgomery is Mad.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should print this YouTube thing. I think we should send this straight to his production company.
All right. Well, we'll let Chase Jackson do it. This obviously this is being run. This whole movie is being just uplifted by sports fans right now. So
it's a
AD Bryant's great though.
Cross-platform marketing here, right? Chase Jackson is, looking, to get into other industries
anything besides shop.
I mean, she looks like she could totally do it. I mean,
she does. I'm telling you, if
like
you go watch her
right there.
Damn.
Go watch her shot put, and she is captivating.
Dude, she's even got like the braid. Like I'm just saying,
got the braid, dude, and the warrior spirit.
I'm gonna propose. I'm gonna propose a change to Azalea.
Wow!
I want to run it by you guys. You have to let me know what you think.
Okay.
Is it gonna be a discus thrower or something?
No. It's an actress.
It's Peyton Manning. He's gonna play
All right, Aubrey Plaza as our Azalea.
Whoa! He's got a scathing tongue.
Kind of feels like an oversight that we missed that. Yeah,
dude. The Pitts crew is the best now. Like all of our charisma has been thrown over here. Love it. I would do the Plaza.
Take me to the Plaza.
I think she kind of fulfills
Holy
a lot
crap,
of
what a photo. Good for her.
Good for her. I had to pick one where she had like kind of a scowl, Like, all right.
That is literally Azalea if you put those two people together.
Lena Headey and Aubrey Plaza.
We're doing Aubrey Plaza.
Is there a way you could put a quiver on her with...
Is there a quiver shape in there?
LeBron James. I'm so excited. Whoa.
Oh my God, it's the same person.
How are you so good at this, Colin?
All right, now draw a mask on Doug Jones so we can see if they look like Arachne. Oh, spitting image. Perfect. No, wait, you forgot the horn. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we
that's
gotta
just a
review.
little-
We gotta review all these picks, or at least like summarize them for those
All
listening.
right. So starting from the top,
Our main
the flesh and
character
the
interview.
untitled Flesh and Blood project.
Go
movie
again.
Dominate, go again.
+2 dominate. Go.
How do we not have Bravo in this cast? What are we doing?
A Reinar's journey.
The Arya, Blake, the Arya spinoff's gonna go crazy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, there has to be a separate movie just for Arya. It's a different vibe.
And there's like gonna be some deep cut casting when we have the like pick any card lady cast in the film as a cameo. Like that's gonna go crazy.
All right.
You
So
know what I mean?
Untitled Flesh and Blood movie project, dominate, go again, starring LeBron James as Reinar Reckless Rampage, Chase Jackson as Betsy. What's her
Skin in the game.
skin of the game? Cosmo Jarvis as KO Armed and Dangerous, featuring our villains Amanda Seyfried as Prism, Morphin Clark as Dorinthia, and of course the greatest man on earth, Idris Elba as Bolton, Sir Bolton, excuse
yes.
me.
And that's got to be in the film too when somebody calls him Bolton and he has to go Sir Bolton.
Then our deathmatch arena crew, Kasai as Indira Varma, Carl Urban as Olympia, Dacker Montgomery as Victor Goldmain, and Mads Milkinson's uncle, who's playing Wyeth Goldmain, Cameron Brink as Pleiades, and John Cena as Tough Nut. And of course, the ragtag group that holds this whole crazy movie together. Kiki Palmer as Uzuri Switchblade, Doug Jones as Arachne Huntsman, Tom Hardy as Riptide Lurker of the Deep, and Aubrey Plaza as Azalea Ace in the Hole. What a fucking movie.
It's perfect.
Great.
Honestly, there's some of these whenever you're scrolling by, I'm like, I don't think they could find anybody better than that
Dude,
person.
when we went through all of this, I was like, this movie fucks so hard.
Who cares about a
Like-
script? Just have these people dress up.
Dude, this is like the cat. Like, you will have to chop off my leg probably to maybe pick somebody
Keep me
different,
from the theater.
or just to have somebody else cast in these roles. You know,
Would you go opening weekend, Zane, or would you wait a bit?
That was opening weekend stuff.
And when's the last time you went to a movie opening weekend? It's been years almost.
No, I've gone to one recently. I'm trying to think what it was.
I mean, I'll be going to see Demon Slayer, the movie, on Thursday. That's opening day, only showing.
Nice.
I think somebody's gonna go, who is Chase Jackson? And that's the only one you're gonna have to be like,
I mean,
There's
Yeah.
always a couple though. It'll be featuring Chase Jackson. You know, it'll be one of like
yeah.
introducing Chase Jackson,
they're gonna be like, is that Ice Cube's son? And it's like, no.
introducing LeBron James.
Introducing Tom Hardy.
It's great. It's a great pick.
Aubrey Plaza was a great late stage
Yeah,
edit.
yeah.
I don't think Cameron Brink. There's not one better than Cameron Brink. That's great.
I will say there was one time at the ArcLight where Jess and I were standing in line to go see 2001 Space Odyssey in 70 millimeter in the Cinerama Dome. And Aubrey Plaza walked out and she looked at Jess and I both say she looked at us directly in the eyes for like an extended period of time while she walked past us from like a good distance. And she just like locked eyes and just like kept walking. And we're just like, that was one of the greatest things ever.
would you say she like knocked the death whistle, or she hit you with red in the ledger? Which one do you think?
She put an aim counter on you.
She was judge, jury, and executioner.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Attack Action Podcast.
God, dude. It's a perfect pod.
Now I just got to put this into Chat GPT and I'll put a script and we'll make some money. Dear Mr. Jamathan White, we have an idea for you.
I represent LeBron James.
I think the $5,000 budget should be good.
Oh my god!
Most of these people are just excited to work with LeBron James. And Tom Hardy will do anything because he's the best. I love Tom Hardy.
We actually have a lot of kind of athletes. John Cena's an athlete too. You know,
What's the sequel you think? That's going to be Volcor, or you think it's Arya?
That's a hard choice. You know?
We need one where Keanu is Katsu.
Blake, I went to Dune 2 on opening night. I think that's the last time, which I guess was a while ago.
That was a while ago. He looked that up. He had to reference it.
I was like
records.
looking at 2025 movies, and I was like, ooh, I don't think it's on this list.
You should Dune to others what you want Dune to you with your movies, and you should.
Okay.
And
Why are
on
you
that
shutting it
note,
down so quickly?
Jesus Christ. All right. Thanks, everybody. That's our show.
Oh, we're still going? I thought this was
Love you all. And thank you so much for being a part of this untitled Flesh and Blood movie project. Dominate, go again. It's been great. Bye.
let's go.
See ya.